What's good? It's your boy Niche Falcon, aka Niche Nancy, aka Niche Noodles, hit you in your oodles, and we're gonna get right into the video. Today we're gonna be reacting to Cory Holcomb and Anton Daniels. They got into like a heated debate. And if you don't know, Anton Daniels is like he's basically I guess you could call him a reaction YouTuber, but he's more than just a reaction YouTuber. He does a lot of content basically about just life, finances, entrepreneurship, things of that nature. Um and then you got Cory Holcomb. He's a comedian, and but he's been doing his podcast, the 5150 show, for a while now. So let's talk about this right now as we get into it.
Because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do? Let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
see,
homie, let me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
Ain't nobody
suck
gonna
dick.
tell you.
I don't suck
Yeah,
dick.
you do.
So fix
You doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck
You
dick,
doing
homie.
you doing it right.
You see right there, they both got into. So Cory was basically saying at first he kisses the ass of the white man, Anton Daniels, which he does. I'm not gonna lie, he definitely does that. He's always scared to say anything derogatory towards white people, and he always downplays and disrespects black people, and he is a black man. And I think that I'm not gonna lie, I think Anton Daniels has like a deep rooted hate for black women. That's where his whole thing comes from, of him not supporting the black community. To be honest, like I think he like he's a little guy with a big ego, and I feel like when he was younger, a lot of black women did not like him. So that carried over to his adult life. That's what I believe. I'm not gonna lie, but he's not gonna ever say that. You know what I mean? He would never say that on like in a public space. But I think that's just the truth of the matter. Like you could just see after watching him for some time now, like because I watch Anton Daniels, like you know what I mean. But you could just see it from like his the way he speaks about black women. You could tell a lot of black women probably dissed him when he was young, and now he's older, he's rich, as quote unquote, as he says he's rich, that he disrespects black people in the black community because of things like that. That's how I feel.
Right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you, I don't
Believe me
do
when I
that.
tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's
energy you give me.
Let's switch seats.
Let's switch
Switch
seats.
seats.
I'm with it.
Homie, I don't
We can
do
talk
no
right in front of each
I
other.
don't do no dick
Hey,
sucking shit.
I
I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I
homie.
don't give a fuck about none
Well,
of this
I
shit
tell you
right
what,
now.
watch that dick sucking shit, cause that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You say
homie.
a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You don't
Okay,
give a fuck
but
about what you're
that
talking
that
about,
gay
nigga.
And then the dick sucking word, I really don't like that shit neither. All that dick saying somebody suck dick and all of that, it's just like say if someone says kissing ass, right? That's disrespectful too. You feel me? But it's disrespectful. It's not as disrespectful as saying I'm telling a man they sucking dick. Like once you tell a man they sucking dick, that's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. Even if there's truth to it, you know what I mean? Like, but what I feel like Corey Holcomb, he doesn't really suck dick of the black community because he definitely is very he speaks on black people too. Corey Holcomb speaks on mostly black people. Like he speaks on mostly the problems in the black community. Corey Holcomb, but he doesn't do it in like a condescending, looking down type of way. He does it in a place where he's just telling the truth. I feel like Anton Daniels is more so he wants acceptance from white people because he does real estate, he sells houses. So for a white person to buy his houses, he wouldn't say nothing disrespectful. Like you know what I mean? He doesn't want to talk bad about white people in no type way, shape, or No way, shape, or form he doesn't want to talk about white people. Anton Daniels is he's very coonish. You know what I mean? He's very much a coon. You know what I mean? And he never has. He's never objective about situations, especially. And Anton Daniels is MAGA too, but a lot of people in MAGA are just not objective. That's the problem with MAGA. I got like it's like don't get me wrong. Like some things in MAGA, I agree with. You feel me? Like not even MAGA, the right wing ideology. Some of it I agree with, and the left wing ideology. Some of it I agree with as well. It's just like I'm objective about it. You can't be. I feel like it's not even realistic to even be one party because it's like they both have good and bad things about them. Like both of them, both the right wing and the left wing have good and bad things. And I don't even think like say Corey Holcomb, he doesn't talk politics too much. I don't think he's neither. He's kind of like not left wing or right wing as well. You know what I mean? Saying because Corey Holcomb is more. Corey Holcomb is a man's man to me. You know what I'm saying? Like if that makes sense. Like he's very just direct. Anton Daniels is more of a he tap dances a lot in the sense of he's always right wing. Like no matter what, like like no matter what happens, he's never like honest about the situation. Like say even like recently, right, with the people in the Somalian people in Minneapolis scamming and stuff like that. All right, he's so mad about them scamming, but the same thing, bro. Like you think people on the right aren't scamming the American people too? You know what I'm saying? Like people, you think people that are in Trump's cabinet are not scamming the American people? You think Trump is not scamming the American people? He is too. Like you know what I'm saying? All of these politicians, whether it's right or left, none of them have our best interests at heart. That's how I feel. I feel like they're all usually about the dollar and self gain and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, does Trump do some good for the country? Yes, of course. In terms of like establishing more power for the American country, yes, Trump does really good with that. But is he for the everyday working people? No, he's not. Like Trump is not for the everyday working person. He said that in his campaign, and he's not. It's like he proves time and time again that he's really not. And I feel like it's on the left as well, where they just prove time and time again they not for all of these politicians are not really for the American people. You know what I mean? So
Oh, you
I don't
go.
give a fuck about what you talking
Hey,
about.
homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put
You
no
switching
dick
seats
sucking
don't mean
shit.
shit to me.
Don't put no
I'm from
dick sucking
Detroit,
shit
nigga.
on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say
right
I
now.
suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance
nigga,
around it.
platform.
Dance
No,
around
no,
it.
no, no, no,
To me because I'm not
Cory,
an ass kisser
Cory,
of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of
Will you
black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
See,
homie, let me tell you something,
Ain't
homie.
nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
ain't nobody
suck
gonna
dick.
tell you to, yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck
Yeah,
dick.
you do.
So fix
You doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck
you
dick,
doing,
homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't
Believe me
do
when I
that.
tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's switch
energy you give me.
seats. Let's switch seats.
Let's
Switch seats.
I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do no. I don't.
and I ain't gonna lie, like Anton Daniels, he just sounds like a bitch, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like his voice, even when I hear him when I watch his show a lot of times too, his voice is very like it gets very zesty, if that for lack of better words. So I definitely think Anton is not he not like that. I think he really just he's Anton's just weird. You know what I mean? To me, like he's rich, he got some money, as he says. He says he's rich, you know what I mean? I don't know if he's really rich. But he got money and he's very like he's very zestified. He's a weird man. He's a weird dude to me. He's weird. He got his business in order, don't get me wrong, like stuff like that. But he's a weird dude, you know?
don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none
Well,
of this
I
shit
tell you
right
what,
now.
watch that dick sucking shit, cause that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You say a
homie.
lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You think I
Okay,
give a fuck
but
about what you
that
talking
that
about,
gay
nigga?
shit, oh, you
I don't
go.
give a fuck about what you talking
Hey, homie,
about.
I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put
You
no
switching
dick
seats
sucking
don't mean
shit.
to me.
Don't put no
I'm from
dick sucking
Detroit,
shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say
right
I
now.
suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No.
To me, because I'm not an ass.
All right, let's see the comments. They say he didn't say it again though. I mean, he didn't. When Cory pulled up on him, he definitely didn't say it again. He didn't say you suck dick again because he knew better. Team Anton. All right, they too old for this. I agree with that. They definitely are too old for this type of antics. You can't handle your situations like this at all when you get older. And then they say Anton ain't say it again though. Cory for the win. Anton was scared to say it again. Anton was scared. I believe he was scared to say it again. I'm not gonna lie. Cory lost so bad. Can't stand Corey Holcomb.
Introducing backdoorian switch hitter.
Okay, I'm
To
not.
me, because I'm not a.
And then a lot of it is women that love Ant, is saying they like Anton because Corey calls out black women a lot too. You know what I'm saying? But the way Corey does it is like from a comedic standpoint, and he's a raunchy comedian. So a lot of and he's vulgar. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of women they don't like that shit. A lot of black women don't like to be called out. I notice black women really just don't like to be called out on certain situations, and it's just true. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be completely honest with that. Black women don't like to be called out. They don't like to be told what to do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if I can't even say if it's only for black women, but I mostly dealt with black women over the course of my life. So I know that for a fact. They just don't like to be controlled. They don't like to be talked down on. They don't like certain shit said about them, especially from a black man. You know what I mean? Says can't stand Corey Holcomb. Say it again. When Detroit and Chicago meet. Say it again. Silence. He didn't say it again. That's it. Corey from the crib. Is you cool? Corey has always been too quick to be emotional. I mean, I guess that's true for an older man. You can't carry yourself this way. And like, say at a job, you can't do this type of shit, or like, but they don't work conventional jobs. They do media. Corey took several drives and Anton didn't back down. That look, that look when he paused was crazy. Nah, that shit was funny as hell. Corey failed us. He was supposed to shake him, but he turned into Pinky. Said again, playing the knock the stick off his shoulder game. Say it again. What kind of analogy was this? Okay, ain't nobody back down. This was intense. I don't. I definitely think, keep it honest, I don't think Anton was with that. I think Corey would have knocked his head off and actually fought him. But they say Anton had his bodyguard there as well. So let's watch another video.
Sound like I'm arguing with.
Because I'm right. See,
I'll be around bitches and.
But that I ain't gonna lie, it do sound like that. It's like it's just cause I think it's just cause of Anton's tone of voice. He gets very high pitched. So it just Anton do sound like a bitch to me. I ain't gonna lie. And then I can't stand dudes like that. Like I can't stand dudes that start getting mad like bitchy. Like I just can't do it. That's why even like say when I was younger, right? I realized that at a young age, like men are really way more emotional than women. There's a lot of dudes that's not. There's a lot of dudes that's mad cool. Like some of my best friends I grew up with is very cool. You feel me? They're not really all like bitchy and shit. But then there's some dudes that's really like when you get to see their true colors and see how they act, you like, oh, you really a bitch. Like you feel me? And then you don't want to be around that no more because it's like, why I want to be around a nigga that's just always acting like a hoe, always like just the way Anton talks, you got to just see more of his content. If you see more of his content, you get to really see how he is. He's one of those people because he is successful. He's never wrong. He's never wrong. Anton feels like he's never wrong. Cory, I feel like I don't watch his content as much as I see Anton's content because Anton is more consistent with his content, and his content is, I think, shorter form. So he produces way more content than Cory. So I've got to see more of Anton than I've got to see of Cory. You know what I'm saying? And seeing Anton is definitely he is a little he's weird, bro. He's one of those dudes where you could tell as a dude you don't really want to hang around him like that, bro. You don't really want to hang around Anton like that. Cory seems like a dude you can hang out with more, just a little more, you know, just more cool, like a cooler dude you can hang out with. But Cory got his own problems in the sense of he wants to dominate conversations. You could tell Cory likes to dominate conversations too. And this is like now this is two guys that like to dominate the conversation, dominate the narrative, and they butting heads because they both got the same juxtaposition of wanting to dominate conversations. You know what I'm saying?
They tell me about myself all the time. Be gone.
No.
That shit don't hurt no feelings. It's probably better this way.
Because I just proved my point.
Be down.
You're
So you proved the point.
You're hypocritical.
Homie, just gone, man.
No, you hypocritical,
just gone,
bro.
man.
You
Just gone.
hypocrite. I'm out the jet.
You done did this before.
He's
Get your
hypocritical,
bitch ass to
and I-
Hey, homie.
All right, I'm out.
Get your bitch ass to fuck.
Like
Sound
even
like I'm
like
arguing
even the
with
way he does his hands, it's just like he's hypocritical. It's just annoying, bro. I hate dudes like that. I ain't gonna lie. It's like it's just off-putting. It's annoying. Nobody wants to keep arguing with a dude, bro. Like I don't want to argue with a dude all day. I don't want to like, and I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Cory was hypocritical in this situation. I don't think he was hypocritical. He's just calling out Anton for stuff that he does. He does kiss the white man's ass.
Because I'm right.
He does do that, and then Cory Cory is just objective, more objective to me than Anton Daniels is. When someone can't be objective, it's it's hard to take them seriously on every opinion they have. You know what I'm saying? But Anton Daniels does have a big following, but because he's successful financially, and he talks about a lot of political things, political topics, but he's never objective about the political topics. He's always on the side of the right wing, no matter what. He's never objective, and it's like I understand. Like, say even if I'm conservative, right? Which I have some conservative values. You feel me? I have conservative values, but I'm not just all the way agree with everything the conservatives do. It's just no way I could do that. Like, it just seems impossible. It's unfathomable for me to think that way. And then I also have, I won't say liberal values, but I have some things where I agree with what liberals do. Like, I agree with like some things they believe in. So it's no way possible, I feel like, to just be one. That's why I don't like politics in general. That's why I stop really talk about politics in my channel because like people are so unable to be objective when it comes to politics and able to think for themselves as well. That's another thing too. I feel like a lot of people are just unable to think for themselves and they're unable to be objective, like truly objective when it comes to politics. It's like they get very emotional about politics. They're like politics is the easy way to get mad. People get very mad about politics, get very sensitive about politics. So I stopped talking about it and stopped really giving my opinion on it because
It sounds like I'm arguing with
Because I'm right. See,
I'll be around bitches and they tell me about myself all the time. Be gone.
No.
That shit don't hurt no feelings. It's probably better this way.
Because I just proved my point.
Be down. So you
hypocritical.
proved the point.
You're hypocritical.
Homie, just gone,
No,
man.
you hypocritical,
Just gone,
bro.
man.
You
Just gone.
hypocrite. I'm out the jet.
You done did this before.
He's
Get your
hypocritical,
bitch ass to
and I
Hey, homie,
All right, I'm out.
get your bitch ass the fuck on and walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch, nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch.
You prove my point.
I got shit to do.
You're right.
Don't bring
That's another thing too. He had his bodyguard with him, so when Anton say come outside, it's like, bro, you know your bodyguard is not gonna let y'all fight. The bodyguard's whole point, like, say if, because I did security at one point. When I'm doing security, I'm not letting nobody fight in my presence. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's like the area I'm supposed to be doing the job in. I'm not letting nobody fight in that area. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like, and he knows his bodyguard was not going to let him fight Cory outside, and that was not going to happen. And if Cory attempted anything outside, he was going to get the bodyguard was going to jump him with Anton Daniels. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's like people always keep saying to come outside. That Anton said come outside. He ain't want to go out. He ain't want to fight. Anton is a businessman. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I will say about him. He's a businessman. He knows he's about his business. He doesn't seem like a fighter, and I don't think he is a fighter. So that's my opinion on that.
bitches up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on. Remember I told you that. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Don't ask her to be on my show, nigga. Can she be on the show? I don't know that bitch, nigga. Now get your whole ass the fuck on and pay for your pussy like you got to, cake ass nigga. And go get you a bodyguard, cause the nigga be done slap the shit out your bitch ass. I got shit to do. I ain't finna follow that nigga out the door. I am who I say I am. I stand on it. Fuck a friend.
And this is just some very ignorant shit. I ain't gonna lie, from both parties though. It's very ignorant. Entertaining though. Entertaining. And they say he didn't go outside though, but he had a bodyguard. Like, Cory lost. That's crazy. Cory started talking wild when he left. Anton Daniels. I never liked Cory. And you see there's a lot of women. The women don't like Cory. Women, I feel like today's day and age, women don't like a overly brash man, but they'll still fuck him. Just crazy. They don't like a overly brash or vulgar type of man, but they still gonna fuck him. Which is wild. Like it's like I see that all the time. Like women don't like when you're an outspoken man. They don't like that shit. Women don't like the outspoken men. MAGA has left the building. Cory was wrong. Cory standing on FBA business. What is going on? Damn, this is crazy. Damn, me crazy. I love Cory. Cory came out of his character, but he checked homie the right way, respectfully. Oh man, the talk tougher when he was leaving. I'm with Cory. Must I remind y'all, Anton has security with him. That's why he wanted to go out back. That's what I'm saying too. Because if Anton didn't have security, he wouldn't be talking like go outside. I really don't feel like that. Because let's be real, Anton's just a small, out of shape dude. And it has nothing to do with being small, because there's small dudes that can fight. They get busy. Like, I know small dudes that really get busy. Like, I definitely know dudes like that. But most small dudes, bro, like that, like Anton, he's small and out of shape. You feel me? He's not like small and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like a small, like cannonball of a dude. Like, you know what I mean? He's not like a small dude that can really knock you out. Says Cory was finna cry. Cory would have got it right then and there. Still talking as they walk away is the most easiest way for showing defeat. Shows the difference between sophisticated and sophomoric. People will invite you somewhere just to disrespect you. It was all wrong. Cory wrong. I'm on Cory's side. They made it seem like Cory was out of line. I went, I watched the whole video. Cory wasn't ready for that smoke. Cory staying on business. That man disrespect him. Cory sounds hurt. You said all that shit to say I got shit to do. when you get on a certain level, you disconnect from certain people. Anton have no business on a non-professional platform. Yeah, I definitely think Anton should not have went on the platform as well. I don't think they two dudes that mix well anyway, because Corey is just more demonstrative, more vulgar type of content. And then Anton then uses a more professional, tailored type of content. I'll say that. So say don't get me wrong, like Anton Daniels could be unprofessional in his own way too. Like he's unprofessional in a way, but he knows how to make it look good to the standards of professionalism we have in America. You know what I'm saying? So he comes with collar shirts. Sometimes on the show he's like, oh, he's very clean cut. Sometimes Corey will be out there with no haircut, have his beard showing. Anton will never do that. Anton always got his like shoe shirts on. He always has like a watch. Anton always has like little certain things where businessmen see it as professionalism, and Corey is more not not to the standard of professionalism that we see as professional. You know what I'm saying? So Corey is more loose cannon. Anton is more cookie cutter, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? For what we think 40 and 50-year-old men should be. You know? So that's what I'll say about the both of them. But I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Corey won. I'm gonna be honest. Like when it comes to like Anton he just sounded but you know what it is? The only reason I feel like Corey won is because Anton's voice his voice gets very high and it sounds very feminine. So when your voice gets very high in an argument and y'all both two men, for me, I'm always looking at it like you like, damn, you a bitch, my nigga. That's how I'm gonna look at it. Like you like nah, I shouldn't be here. No, I'm out of here. And then the hand like this and it looks very feminine. You know what I mean? That's what I'll say about that situation. But that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? That's my
Because you
opinion.
think that you can say what you want to say when you want to say it, and that people are supposed to respect the way that you move, but I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want this thing to be studied because here's the truth. Brother Anton
Like you see, like just Anton's voice is just it's hard to make. It's like his voice is not commanding enough to where me looking from my perspective as a dude, I just don't see how he wins it. Like it just doesn't sound good to me. It don't like no. It's just his voice is very
Because
off
you
putting.
think that you can say what you want to say when you want to say it, and that people are supposed to respect the way that you move, but I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want this
You see that right there? You saying how you truly feel, I feel like it's gonna be respected most of the time. Like, I respect what Corey says. I respect what Anton says too, but I know Anton comes from a point where he's not like Anton. I feel like he says what he wants to say. He does the same thing. He's saying he literally does the same thing. He's saying that Corey does. Anton says what he wants to say too, but he does it. He definitely does it where he's trying to kiss white people's ass. He definitely does that. Anton definitely does that where he's trying to kiss white people's ass and right wing ideology's ass. Anytime where you stick too much to one ideology and like get too like, "Ugh, no, this right wing is always right. This is these people are stupid. Da, da, da." When you do that, then it becomes where it's like, are you even being objective? Are you even saying what you want to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause say with me, right? If I believe something and I feel like it's not worth my time arguing, I'm just not going to say anything because it's just not worth my time. It's not. Sometimes it's not even worth your time trying to prove to people with certain things. You know what I'm saying? So like he always whips towards right wingers, but it's like that's because the people that he's in real estate, he's in certain type of businesses where he needs to be accepted by those people. You know what I'm saying? So he's never gonna say anything bad about those type of people. Me personally, I feel like I don't care for acceptance of either the right wing or the left wing. For me, I don't care for acceptance from either one. So I'm gonna say how I feel, but then I know politics is a touchy subject, and I don't want to dive into that all the time or make that like the crux of what I'm talking about in a lot of situations, because I just know it's like it's not worth it most of the time to me. I feel like just trying to die on one hill of left or right wing is not worth it because it's not realistic. It's not life. Like ideology is just not life, bro. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's not how life works. Life is very nuanced. Life is very, very nuanced. You feel me? So say like, all right, like I know, like say, all right, like a LGBTQ female, right? Like I'll meet a LGBTQ female. They move, they move like they're on they more for right wing stuff. But then the LGBTQ is usually associated with the left. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Life is not representative 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 of any of these ideologies, whether it's right or left. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's how I feel like Corey Holcomb is. But Corey Holcomb is more just a straight shooter. He's more objective about situations and objective about talking about things. But Corey Holcomb has very, very right ideology sometimes, but he still understands that the plight of black people too in this country too. He still has like you see how they associate affirmative action and supporting black people with the left, right? But Corey Holcomb doesn't like anything that has to do with homosexuality, LGBTQ, and things of that nature. And that's associated with the right. So that's what I mean about life is not either ideology. Is they both meet at some point. Both ideologies meet at some point and they both have nuances in each ideology where people take into their lives, whether you right wing or left wing, whether you're conservative or liberal, both ideologies meet together to make what we call life. And it's nuanced. Life is nuanced. Life is not like one straight line. Is like they act like there's no gray areas in any of these things. That's what I like about Corey because he sees the gray areas. Anton doesn't really see the gray areas. But I still like his content. I watch a lot of Anton Daniels content because he works hard. You can't deny work. Like Anton Daniels is one of the hardest workers on YouTube for sure. Like the hardest workers on YouTube. Like out of black men, Poetic Flacco, Anton Daniels, those are the two hardest working dudes on YouTube I see right now. And you could throw in DJ Academics on there as well, but he's more of a streamer based type of content creator. He's a hard working dude too. But those are the three hardest working black men on YouTube I see. It's Anton Daniels, DJ Academics, and Poetic Flacco. You know what I'm saying?
Thing to be studied, because here's the truth. Brother Anton is talking about everybody else but himself and white men. This is a fact.
I like this chat. Let me tell y'all
He's
why I
talking
like the
about
chat.
everything but himself and white men.
No, we listen. I told you I want to come back and have a full conversation about it, or we could talk about it right now. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Study this episode.
Shout out to the
shit on Caucasian males.
Shout out to the chat.
Shit on
I'm
himself.
not gonna shit on nobody.
Now,
Shout
you
out to
shitted
the
on
chat.
black people. You shitted on motherfuckers.
I feel like I shitted on you. To your face. To your face.
Be careful shitting on me, because I feel like you're talking shit again.
I'm not talking shit. I'm telling you.
Be careful.
I'm telling you.
You shitted on me to my face, but that shit will lead to some. Yeah, you
Shout out to
shitted
the
on
chat.
black people. You shitted on motherfuckers.
I feel like I shitted on you. To
Well,
your
be careful.
face. To
Be
your
careful.
face.
Be
Shout out-
careful
shout-
shitting on me, because
shout
I
out
feel
to
like
the
you
chat.
talking shit again.
I'm not talking shit. I'm
Well,
telling
be
you.
careful.
I'm telling you.
You
that-
shitted on me to my face, but that shit will
Cory,
lead to some
would
danger.
we please stop the
Trust me.
the tough talk? I got security, you got security. Ain't
Homie,
nobody
I
doing
ain't
shit.
got security. Them my people.
Cool. Them your
You
security
gotta
people.
hire a motherfucker to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna hire somebody.
You better.
100%.
How you be talking?
Cory, stop talking tough. Stop talking.
Homie,
tough.
you
just said that.
I'm
you're
not
even
talking tough.
guy.
I'm talking to you straight up.
Why are you so?
You said you disrespected me in my face. And then you act like it
You
was all
said that I
good.
disrespected you to your face. So I'm confirming what you said. You felt disrespected. So I am telling you that I disrespected you if that's the way you felt. Is that not what you said? You said that out of your mouth. And so I apologized when you said that you felt disrespected.
No. The reason you said you
But you still
disrespected me in
triggered by
my
it
face
because you don't accept the apology because
You
you
still
feel
talking about
some type of
everybody
way.
else except yourself and
No,
white men.
I'm telling you what I said. You felt offended by it, so I apologize. All I'm doing is rehashing the conversation that happened. Why you so easily offended?
This some this is just some ignorant shit. And they both getting emotional right now. I'm gonna be honest, they both being very emotional. But this is why I don't like to have these conversations, especially about politics and ideologies and the way people think and stuff like that. But Corey is right in what he's saying to me. Like as far as he never like, bro, Anton Daniels doesn't say nothing bad about white men. It's to the point because he's scared. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to say anything bad about white men, which I get. I get it. White men are in power in a lot of places. They whether it be at your job, say if you work a regular job, usually a white man or people that are white adjacent and love and have admiration for white people and white men are going to be in positions of power. So I get why you don't want to talk bad about them, and I understand that because, and like I said, Anton Daniels is a professional, so I get why you wouldn't want to say anything derogatory about white men. But Corey is right about that situation. He's quick to like Anton Daniels would talk down on black women, which is just like it's just weird to me because the one they're women, you know what I'm saying? Like they women and you're a man. That's always weird to me. Like I feel like talking down on black women is like is low hanging fruit. The easy ones to like use them as a punching bag and things of that nature. Where I know a lot of successful black women, like very successful. So that's why I just don't like his rhetoric with that. And black men too. I know a lot of successful black men, like a lot of successful black men. So I just don't understand why he has such a hate and disdain for the black community, and he is black himself. And then a lot of his supporters are black as well. Like I don't understand that. I never will understand that, and it's kind of sad to me. It is pretty sad. But I think the reason he feels that way is because it goes back to high school. It goes back to when he was younger. It goes back to probably him in his 20s. Him and his he doesn't he's not a he doesn't look like a guy that get bitches, especially black women. It seems like they and black women are very brash when they talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like when they not feeling you, when a black woman is not feeling you, she's gonna be very honest. Sometimes to the point where she's rude. But I don't think that's only limited to black women. You know what I'm saying? I think that's any woman. You know what I'm saying? They could disrespect you if they're not feeling you, if they don't like you, if you try to go up to them, get their number, try to talk to them, try to. Sometimes they just not feeling you. You feel me? And then I feel like he's been through situations in his past where they really violated him, cause he's just like look at AD, bro. Just look at him. You feel me? Like, look at him. Like, no matter how much money he has, son just be looking crazy, bro. Like, he can have all the money. Like, he has all the money. He can have all the money in the world, and he just looks crazy to me. Like, he just he's not a man women are find desirable. You know what I'm saying? Besides his money, and it's just the truth of the matter. You know.
You still talk about me? It sounds like I'm arguing with
Because I'm right. See what I'm
I'll be
saying?
a
And then for Corey, Corey is like Corey's masculinity is what women will probably be drawn to and or drawn away from. You know what I'm saying? Because women like masculinity, whether they want to, no matter how mad it makes them and stuff like that. Women like masculinity. Like it's just natural order of things. Women like masculinity, bro. There's sometimes I see women with niggas that feet stink, they breath stink, all that. They look a little dirty, all that, but they're very masculine dudes. So like women like masculinity, bro. I seen it like, and Anton Daniels is not very. He's not very masculine, bro. He's very like he's just not masculine like that. He's just not a super masculine dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's very like even professionalism, as we quote unquote say it in American culture, is not masculine. It is you conforming to another man that's over you most of the time. So being professional, super this, super that. Yes, I think it's a way to bring down our masculinity because naturally men can be very we're men, bro. But then some people will associate professionalism with being a man when it's just like in the reality of things it's not. Professionalism is conformity. It's conforming to what the world makes us conform to because we need a job. We need to put food on the table. We need our own money. We need our own things. We need to make money for ourselves. So we have to conform to another man, basically. And whether we want to make it simplified or super deep, that's what professionalism is. Professionalism is conformity. And once you conform, it takes away your masculinity. Like I don't care like nobody says. Conformity is lowers your masculinity. Like it lowers your test. I don't say it won't say it lowers your testosterone. I don't think it does that because you know in your head why you're conforming. You know in your head I'm doing this for a reason to make money, to move up in my career, to do this, to do that. You know what I'm saying? So you know in your head the reasons you're doing something. So that's why we do conform, but conformity does take away from a man's masculinity, and then Anton Daniels conforms a lot, while Corey Holcomb doesn't conform a lot. So I see that's why women would probably like Corey. It's for his masculinity. I don't think it's for his money and things like that, because he does probably have money too. I'm pretty sure Corey has money too, but I think women will like him for his masculinity and brashness, and that's to be the same reason they hate him. And then women will like Anton Daniels for his money. That's just being honest, because he's not super he's not super. He doesn't. His build isn't super masculine either. He's a little rotund. Don't get me wrong. He can always get that together. Any man can always get that stuff together. Always do change themselves and stuff like that. But you know, I said what I gotta say. I'll be
real
rambling.
bitches and they tell me about myself all the time. Be gone.
No.
That shit don't hurt no feelings. It's probably better this way.
Because I just proved my point.
Be down.
You're
So you proved the
hypocritical.
point.
You're hypocritical.
Homie, just gone, man.
You hypocritical,
Just gone,
bro.
man.
You
Just gone.
hypocrite. I'm not the jet.
You done did this before.
He's
Get your
hypocritical.
bitch ass the Hey, homie.
All right, I'm out.
Get your bitch.
Respectfully,
Because you think that you can say what you want to say when
respectfully, what y'all want Anton Daniels to punch Corey Holcomb on the interview, then get sued for an assault, and then the case is proven because it's done in 4K? You got to think smarter. Anton Daniels just showed you the difference between two men that's the same age. Anton Daniels kept his composure. He stated facts. He stated himself correctly, and he never once came personal towards what Cory was saying, even when he felt like Cory was wrong. Now, Cory, what did he do on his end? He was being belligerent. He was yelling. He was being very much childish. He was cursing. He wasn't keeping his composure. He was very much emotional. You got to be more like Anton Daniels in a heated situation than Cory, because a nigga like Cory will get sent to jail or be in a grave. A nigga like Anton Daniels is going to be able to cool off in the car, go back home to his lady and his kids. You got to make selective decisions as a man. But just understand, when you see shit like that, never go the emotional route. Always keep your composure. Walk away with your head high.
All right, I agree with most of what he's saying, but they were both emotional to me. They were both emotional. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's how I feel. They was both emotional, and then Daniels walked away from the situation because he was emotional as well. But what he's saying is true. You should walk away from situations, especially at this age we at. We can't just fight things out no more. Like we not at that age no more. We could fight. We could. We grown men. We all grown men. We not at that age where we could just fight things out. We not at that age where we could always resort to physical confrontation in most situations. And we shouldn't resort to physical confrontation in most situations. We have to just stay clear of that, you know? So I agree with that sentiment. But I definitely think both of them were very emotional. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is another thing where I'm talking about conformity. The reason we think like that is because we have to conform to the way society makes us conform. They don't let us, like, say we get in a fight, right? In certain states, you're going to go to jail. Both parties are going to go to jail. If you get in a fight in a public space, you're both going to go to jail. And one can sue the other. They both got stuff to lose. They both have shows. They both got money. They both have income coming in, but they don't need to lose any of that income or be going through legal situations at this point in their life because it's just a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? Going through legal situations at a later point in your life, in your 30s, 40s, 50s, stuff like that, is just a waste of time. And any time in your life is just a waste of time, and it's a dragged out process that you do not want to go through. So I get it in that sense, but like I said before, it's because of conformity. We have to conform to the way society makes us conform. So that's why we have to walk away from situations. If we go to the natural way of the way men are, the natural way, the natural order of things, we would fight it out because we're fighting in our lives all the time because everything is competitive. We're fighting, we're just not fighting in a physical sense. We're fighting whether it be for jobs, we're fighting whether it be in our schoolwork, we're fighting whether it's in sports. Sports is the most closest thing you could bring it to where it's in a primal way of everyone is fighting and in competition. Women are too. For me, everyone is fighting and is in competition, whether it be for that promotion, whether it be for that valedictorian in the class, whether it be for um best attendance, whether it be for becoming a world championship boxer, whether it be for winning the Super Bowl or winning the NBA championship, whether it be becoming a first round draft pick, whether it's we all fighting. So it's just the way society makes us conform to fight for what we're trying to get. It's not. It's just way more. We're in a way more complex society than a primal society. But the primal way would be for two men to fight it out. So that's what I mean about conformity. I mean about evolution, things of that nature. Like so society evolved so much that we have so much legal entities and stuff in our way as two people anyway before we come to being just truly combative and sorting it out that way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all that is. Anton, I gotta say Anton was started being disrespectful. All right, gotta disagree. My guy Anton kept trying to antagonize that man. Daniels was disrespectful. Anton very passive aggressive. Okay, you didn't watch it. Respectfully disagree, my brother. Holcomb was right though. Cory 57, Anton 44. They both was emotional. They definitely both was emotional. You had a touch. Yeah, and this content creator, he's another, right wing type of dude. He's always on the side of the right wing. Cory was out of control. I couldn't disagree more. He's not a very objective content creator, as from what I've seen from his past videos. This guy that's speaking on the video.
Because
Yeah, you shit on black people. You shit on.
I feel like I shit on you. To your face. To your face.
What? Be careful on me, because I feel like you're talking shit again.
I'm not talking shit. I'm telling you.
Careful.
I'm telling you.
You shit on me to my face, but that's will lead to some danger.
Will we please stop the
Trust me.
The tough talk? I got security. You got security.
Homie, I ain't got security. Them my people.
Cool. Them your
You gotta hire a to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna have to hire somebody.
You better.
100%.
How you be talking?
Cory, stop talking tough. Stop talking.
Homie,
tough.
you
just said that.
I'm not talking tough. I'm talking to you straight up.
You know, when men don't see eye to eye, face to face, grown men, or something is said inappropriate, you don't see it how I see it, things can happen. Nothing that happened between Anton Daniels and Cory Holcomb is anything out of the ordinary for most black men that have grown up around black men. You get in a heated argument, you get in a discussion, things can potentially get physical. And that's what we witnessed here. Trust me, I didn't think this was going to be the outcome. I thought maybe they'd be able to kind of see some things eye to eye, but I could tell by how the conversation.
I don't think these two guys could see eye to eye because they're two different type of men. You feel me? They're two different type of men, like I explained. Like Cory is very unfiltered, very raunchy, while Anton Daniels is very filtered in a sense. He's filtered in a sense because he's not gonna say things that mess up his personal bag. That's how Anton Daniels is. Say with Anton Daniels, he knows the black community can't mess up his personal bag, but he knows the white man can mess up his personal bag. So he's not going to say anything bad about white people, but he's always going to talk down on the black community because he knows the black community can't mess up his personal bag and they don't affect his bottom line. At least that's how he feels. So that's where it's two different types of dudes and I think Cory Holcomb can be very much more objective than Anton can be. Anton is not an objective person. He's not objective at all. He's not objective in anything he talks about. He already has his stance and he's going to stick to his stance. While Cory Holcomb has his stance and is going to stick to his stance, but he's very much more objective about situations than Anton Daniels was. And very much they're the same in a lot of ways too, because they all gonna say how they feel. It's just I feel like one is less objective and one is more objective. If that's just a simple way to say it.
Started that Anton kind of had his backup for some reason. I don't know how the conversations went before. They obviously disagree on certain things politically. They disagree on certain things culturally, and chaos ensued. Now this went on for 2 hours, but like I said, from the beginning, you could tell there was going to be something happening. And mind you, this wasn't necessarily set up as a debate, and I think that's where the weird energy goes, because when you come into somebody else's space, I believe there's a certain amount of deference you should have regardless of the fact. Can't come off the top with that type of energy.
But here's the truth. We know, I believe you know this already, when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Oh my God, this is so crazy.
Do you think that's wrong what I said?
This is so insane.
Is that what I said? I said when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it.
I'm going to answer your question.
Okay.
I'm going to answer your question. It depends on the circumstance. And the interesting thing about it is this. The majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about cops.
You should say that one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
it's easy to say all black people are
gaslight me.
stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not.
I don't think you got.
White people all the time.
Oh, well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me? Because I don't
about
know.
liberal
I hear
white
you.
women.
Yeah,
Shout
you
out
shit on
to Chat.
black people.
He does talk about liberal white people. I won't lie, he does. But liberal white people are not in power right now. So that's where like they're not in power right now. Mm.
I watched the Cory Holcomb, Anton Daniels.
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking
loud,
and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian man do to America?
I'm not.
Bring it down.
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
You already saw this right here.
I don't watch Cory Holcomb or Anton Daniels. Like, I'm sure they both have podcasts. I just don't. I'm not saying there's any. I like a lot of their content. Don't get me wrong. Both of them. I think they are, Cory Holcomb specifically, very, very funny. Anton Daniels, I see clips of him sometimes, and the clips are pretty agreeable here and there. A lot of things I don't agree with. I don't want y'all to start. But I just saw the clip where, to me, seemed like Cory Holcomb was the aggressor, right? And you got people talking about, oh, look, in real life, when somebody pressed him, he backed down and he walked off the podcast or whatever. And I just want to like, in real life, what do you think that men who have stuff to lose do? I made a video the other day, how to do Stitch It, where a guy was saying that if somebody disrespects you in public and you don't fight them, you're a bitch. I was like, well, no. Like, if somebody trying to fight me and I got distance between me and him and all that's going on, I'm trying to get out. If I can't get out, I'm calling the police. I'm keeping my hand on that iron. I'm not trying to fight nobody, bro. I don't know how many of y'all have actually ever been in fights. I have. Yo, you could beat somebody convincingly. You're gonna wake up with aches and pains if they get their shit off on you too. Like, I'm just, and also, y'all know me, bro. Nobody, no random stranger is gonna get me off my rocker. It really doesn't make sense, in my personal opinion, to fight a total stranger. That, in my world, that could just never happen. I don't go to the club. I'm not in places where, you know, like, it would be, there's such a small percent chance that would happen in my life that it's just even weird for me to talk about. You know, I don't want to get on here trying to sound like a tough guy. I'll beat somebody's ass. I'll leave that to y'all. But like, if somebody's up in your face fucking yelling with a mic and shit, and, you know, they talking tough, what are you supposed to do? You got two options: scrap or leave. I just feel like the better option of the two, especially if you're someone and you have something to lose, just walk out, bro. You could call me soft until the cows come home. Look at our lives in contrast. Tell me who's made better decisions up to this point in totality, right? Usually the people who are walking away from fights and shit like that, when it get too crazy, those people are really good decision makers. There's a time and a place for violence, and it's not on a podcast with cameras rolling. And like he said when it was all happening, like, bro, you doing this for the camera. You know, you gotta look a certain way for the camera. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. We all understand.
I agree with everything he said basically. Like, you do just gotta walk away from situations, especially as you get older. Because you got more to lose, you got more things going on. You gotta just, like, I both feel like they got things to lose, but they both have egos. Like, every man has an ego. Every man has all men have egos, bro. Every man has an ego. So so no matter what, both men don't want to look soft. Like, I feel like Cory didn't want to look soft, and Anton didn't want to look soft either. But they both handle it in the way they best see fit. They best see fit. You know what I'm saying? So so like, Anton was on Cory's show. So he was like, let me just get up out of here. I don't gotta sit here and deal with this bullshit. And then Cory was like, nah, I'm on my show. I'm not backing down from the I'm not backing down from this dude talking crazy to me. So that's how Cory felt. They both had egos, and two men with egos, it's just not gonna go it's not gonna go a good way when they're both disrespecting each other. You gotta know when to walk away from situations and know when to choose your battles. So I definitely get it. Like, I'm definitely in that point in my life where not everything is worth the fight. Not everything is worth back and forth. Like not everything is worth it. When say even when people now I'm at a point in my life. Once I see some corny shit from people, even if you close to me, even if you someone I'm really close with, once I see you doing some corny weird shit, I just keep my distance from you. Cause it's just like, all right, it's getting corny, you getting weird, you getting annoying, things of that nature. So let's just stay away from each other.
Corey Holcomb really just punked Antoine Daniels. Then everybody looking at Antoine Daniels. Well, Antoine Daniels said, let's go outside. That nigga didn't want to go outside. You telling me the nigga was a pro?
I definitely agree with that. Anton didn't really want to go outside. He just said that because, like, how Corey knew the cameras was on. Anton knew the cameras was on as well, and he had to say that. You know what I'm saying? Anton didn't want to go outside. Anton he didn't want to go outside.
By another man. This other man moved another human being to close the distance on him, get close to him, stand over him, and sit down right in his face and tell him, say that shit again. Told him to say that shit again multiple times. To a point, Antoine Daniels apologized. He was conquered, nigga. But then he had some time to think. Oh, Corey Holcomb has 15,000 people watching this live. I can't look like a scared coward. So eventually he said, let's go outside. Y'all trying to convince me that nigga who ain't do shit when another man had his hand in his face, daring you to say that shit again. Y'all trying to convince me that type of man wanted to fight. The time to fight was when Corey Holcomb was in his face. Y'all saying Corey Holcomb wasn't gonna do nothing, but did Anton Daniels say that shit again? Hell nah. So the world may not never know what Corey Holcomb was gonna do because Anton Daniels didn't say that shit again. Corey Holcomb really just punked Antoine Daniels.
Y'all really said that Anton was in the right with Corey Holcomb? Did y'all not watch that whole interview? Cause I did. Y'all didn't watch the full episode? Anton disrespected him so bad on his own platform. And Anton, he from my city. But he was wrong. You don't disrespect no grown man on his own. First of all, he threw a whole lot of shots at Cory before he got heated, and Cory just let it roll off his back. Cory was really kissing his ass. Before it blew up, he was really kissing Anton's behind. He was trying to be professional. But then, see, I know how to clock somebody that's rage baiting me and that's trying to set up a play so they can get views. That's exactly what Anton did. He was poking the bear. Anton said, I studied you. I studied you. Before it got heated, he told him to his face, I studied you. So if you study me and you know I talk about backdooria all the time, you know that I find certain things to be disrespectful. And that's no shade to the LGBTQ, community. But when you say to another man that he is performing fellatio on a man, how many men gonna let another man tell you to your face that you sucking? How many? And you in my house talking to me like that? Oh my God, I'm gonna break down everything, all the backpedaling and pussy popping, because I'm so tired of y'all. This is annoying. And the people that thought that Anton was in the right are people who ain't never had no platform before. You ain't never did nothing. You on the outside looking in. You don't even know how this stuff work. Talking about something here. Oh, Cory was being sensitive. No, Cory let a whole lot of stuff slide that I wouldn't let slide. I done did the podcast thing before. There are episodes that did not air because of stuff like that. People will try you. And then they'll try to flip the script and make it try to seem like you being emotional to their disrespect. No.
No, people definitely do that. But I feel like both of them definitely got emotional. I feel like both got emotional. But they do, and they both was rage baiting each other. They both was rage baiting each other. I'm not gonna say it and say like Anton Daniels only rage baited um Cory and Cory only rage baited Anton. They both were rage baiting each other. Like just how Cory was rage baiting him, saying, "Oh, you kissed the white man's ass," and then whatchamacallit, Anton Daniels said, "Oh, you sucked the black man's dick or suck black people's dick." It's the same thing. They both rage baited each other. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So they both rage baited each other, disrespected each other, try to get a reaction out of one another. That's how I feel about that. Uh, let's do one more video,
The thing
whatever
a lot of
comes up.
people need to take from the Corey Holcomb Anton Daniels thing.
Oh, absolutely, I vote. Are you independent? I'm a Republican. You didn't know that? I'm a straight up and down Republican. And matter of fact, people need to really understand the history because Republicans were the party of black people. It's the original party of black people. They were the party that
All right, all right, all right. When he says this, well, bro. People know this already. It doesn't matter what's the original and what are they doing now, bro? What are they doing now? Republicans are not for no people. They're not for any people. They're not even for white people. That's how I feel about Republicans. They're not even for white people or white males neither. They're not for no people. They're about money. They're about money. That's what Republicans are about. They're about money. So a lot of people want to be rich, and a lot of people think they are rich or think they are wealthy because they have a certain salary and they still not rich. They still don't be rich. They have a certain salary. They have a high salary. So they think they're rich. They think they want their taxes cut down. That's what usually Republicans say. We're gonna lower taxes and we're gonna cut these taxes and this and less taxes on this, less taxes on that. But they're not really for the people. Like I'm gonna be completely honest. Republicans are not for the people neither. I don't think they're for black people, white people, any type of people. Republicans are for money, corporations, all of these politicians. Republicans and Democrats are for money. The Democrats are more money amongst like all of them are for money. Like say any Republican or Democrat in a high political status or high political position, they're usually doing some type of funny stuff with the money, whether it be like knowing about stocks early, whether it be funneling money into their accounts through through money they get from the public. Both sides do that. So I don't want to hear this they for black people or for the like you could clearly see now they're not for any like Republicans are not really for minorities. Period. They don't like minorities. Like you could see like even all right? Let's say Muslims, right? Like certain Muslims didn't have like they don't have like what can you say? Like a positive reputation in this country amongst Republicans. Muslims don't have that. And there's just no way all Muslims are bad. You get what I'm trying to say? It's impossible. There's no possible way that all Muslims are bad. Same way now the Somalian people don't have a good reputation amongst Republicans. But there's no way all Somalian people are bad. So I don't even know if you call it racist, because Muslims are not one race, but Republicans and Christians and like right wing Christians and stuff like that, they don't like Muslims. And I'm not Muslim. I'm not Muslim at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm Catholic. I grew up in the Catholic faith. But they don't like Muslims at all. So they're not for any all people in this country. There's Muslims that were born here. whether we like it or not. There's Muslim people that were born here. So that's what I'm saying. And that work every day, pay their taxes, go to. So that's what I'm saying. They could say all of this stuff, but they're not for the people at all. Republicans are definitely, they're just not for the people, especially minorities. They don't like minorities. They don't. They really just, they don't like minorities like that. That's how I feel. A lot of Republicans don't like minorities in this country. And the Democrats, though, are too accepting of illegal immigrants, though. I feel like that's true as well. Like, I feel like the Democrats and the left wing is way too accepting of illegal immigrants, where it's like people in this country are not being put first, but they'll accept illegal immigrants and give them all the benefits in the world for free without even proving themselves in this country. So it goes both ways. That's what I be saying. You got to be objective about when you talk about politics, you know, because well, both parties are not for the American people. Because Democrats will definitely do more for. That's why they lost the election because they do. It seems like they'll do more for immigrants and people that are not from this country than they'll do for their own American people, and that's why they lost. And then Trump took office again. It's because and then Trump's whole campaign, he read the room well in America. Say America's room. Trump read the room very well by knowing, okay, a lot of people feel this way about immigrants, and it's not. I won't only say about about immigrants and minorities, but they use but the word immigrant to mask the the broader scope of how they feel about minorities. You know what I'm saying? So he used that rhetoric, read the room, and he was like, "Oh, this is how I'm gonna get in office. This is my angle." Because Trump's first campaign pretty much wasn't like this. Trump's first campaign was more based in he's like the first one of the first and few presidents to really be not politically correct. That's how Trump won. The first time he won. Now the second time he won, he doubled down on the not being as politically correct. Now he's just flat out saying, "Nah, we're gonna get all these immigrants out the country." And then a lot of people don't like immigrants. They don't like it. They feel like illegal immigrants are bad for the country. But I see both sides. Like I said, I feel like the illegal immigration is a problem in this country that does need to be handled. But I don't think they're necessarily bad for the country. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of immigrants do come here, work very hard, and and help the country. They do. They whether especially when it comes to construction work, things like they literally building our country. Like you know what I'm saying? Now, but then they'll monopolize the construction industry in the sense that they're not going to hire you if you say if you were a construction worker. They won't always hire you. They're going to hire their cousins or people that look like them first before they hire you. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what it is. They have like that secret bond. Like, oh, you're an immigrant. I'll get you on board, and then I could pay you at a fractionally lower wage, get cheaper labor out of you, things like that, things of that nature. So it's pros and cons on both sides. That's how I see that.
Actually freed the slaves. Lincoln was a straight up Republican. When you're talking about emancipation, when you're talking about 1865, when you're talking about what we stood for as conservative means that we're Christians. It means that we don't fuck with that gay shit. I'm telling you what it stands for.
You don't fuck with the backdoor shit.
I don't.
I don't either.
That's what it said. What it means to be a Republican is this, because a lot of people like to say,
because this is backdoor Republicans.
And we were taught by our parents.
And then that's what I talked about. That's what I'm trying to say. This is what I talked about um earlier, where it's nuance. You see, they both don't like that LGBTQ stuff. You feel me? Me, I don't got nothing to say about that. I don't want no problem. Like I got um LGBTQ people in my family, things of that nature. So I just respect all people. I don't got nothing to say about that. I don't want no problems with that. But what you gonna call it? But they saying they both don't fuck with that. So they both have a conservative value right there. You know what I'm saying? They both have a conservative value that they both agree on, both align with. You know what I'm saying? But but Corey still protects black people and still has the back of black people, but he still criticizes them too. You feel me? Anton Daniels literally doesn't have the back of black people because he sees it as like I have to stay the conservative values. And then Corey sees it as like I could be more objective. Like some things I agree with on this side, some things I agree with on that side. But like he just said, there's a lot of Republican backdoory people too. Because look at what's this content creator or this like right wing? He's like a right wing talking head, Milo. The dude Milo. Milo is a gay dude, bro. Milo is clearly like a homosexual dude, but he's OD speaks for right wing ideologies. Same thing with Candace Owens. Candace Owens is a black woman, but she OD speaks for right wing ideologies, even though they clearly don't accept her. Officer Tatum clearly speaks for right wing ideologies, and they disrespected him many times. Same thing with what's this dude's name? Myron Gaines. He's like a freaking I don't even know. He's Sudanese, I think. Myron Gaines is Sudanese. He always speaks for right wing ideologies, and they disrespected him. There's times where I think it was on Clubhouse. They called him like a sand N word, bro. They called him a sand nigga. They called him a sand nigga, and he still just gobbles up the white man, gobbles up the right wing ideology because he wants to be on that side. Me, it just doesn't. That shit is just it doesn't make sense. It's just impossible to me to go through life like that because it's just both sides have things that are beneficial for people as a whole. That's how I see it. For the people as a whole of the in our country, both sides have beneficial things. And then just how all right, like say the right wing, they say they hate communism, right? But both the right and the left wing bail out banks when banks are about to go under. That's literally communism, bro. But say when banks are about to um go into bankruptcy, but they put a whole bunch of money from the Fed and then bail out the bank. That's communism, bro. That's a form of communism. But then the right wing will say they hate communism. Da, da. Nigga, why don't they print all that money and bail you out and get you out of debt? Get you out of your student loan you gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same. It's the same issue. But when it's for a corporation or a bank, it's not a problem. But then when it's for the people, the actual working people, it's a problem. Or the people that don't even work in our country, it's still a problem. So that's where it's like everybody contradicts themselves when you too right wing or too left wing. It's just not realistic, bro. Like it's just not.
We were taught by our parents. We were taught by our parents that we vote Democrat no matter what, right? Regardless of what they stand for, regardless of the agendas that they push, regardless of how much nonsense that we see in our communities, regardless of how many people, how many Democrats actually destroyed our cities from Chicago to Detroit, all across the board. We were taught to vote that no matter what. You vote Democrat no matter what. I agree. But this is the difference between the parties on a very fundamental level. Not complicated at all.
Really, you finna say it's a difference between the parties?
This is the difference.
I can't wait to hear this.
No. You may say that it's the same type of public politicians that take advantage of the taxpayers and take advantage of the people. The difference in the parties historically is Republicans want less government so you can do what the fuck you want to do. And Democrats want more control so they want to control what your money is, where your tax dollars go, and what you can do with your money.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm, I I truly don't. I don't agree with that, bro. I'm gonna be honest. 'Cause you see, with the Republican Party right now, bro, they just nigga, They still want control, bro. Like I don't know what he's talking about. Historically, they wouldn't. They still want control, bro. Like they want control, bro. They I don't know. They definitely want control. Um, and boys, white Cory laughing. These are the facts. Those people are not conservative or Christians. All the first black politicians were Republicans. He's correct. We were sold out and tricked by the left after JFK died. Bro, I don't care what party it is, they want control, bro. They want control. What I say the difference is the Democrats try to be more nice. They try to be more nice, more loving towards you, more everything's in. But they still want control too. You feel me? Like say Obama, right? Obama was very yeah, swagged out, very well well spoken man, right? But he was still doing crazy things with foreign affairs. He was bombing the shit out of countries. Obama was bombing the shit out of countries. He was deporting immigrants left and right, deporting the fuck out of immigrants. He was just he was doing a lot. Obama was doing a lot, like a lot of the same stuff Trump is doing as far as invading countries, going to war and stuff like that. Obama was doing a lot of the same shit. A lot of the same shit. It's just he was not so boastful about it. Trump is boastful about it. So some people like that more, that style more. But I feel like they all want control, bro. I don't believe like one side wants less control and one other side don't. Like say, bro, didn't they say no tax on overtime, bro? The no tax on overtime is like 0.5% of the overtime though. Like it's like point 0.5. Like they not taxing. Like so, say you work. All right, let's put it in this example. Say you work overtime and you get time and a half, right? They're not taxing the half. That's basically what that shit is. It's still taxes on overtime. A lot of taxes. Taxes is lower this much. You feel me? So it's just like, what are we talking about here? They all want control, man. And don't get me wrong. And then the Republicans don't want to get taxed because they don't want their money taxed. Don't think it's for it's for all of us, and they're gonna sell it like it's for all of us, but it's really for them. They don't really care about them. They don't care about the American people. Keeping it two bands with you. Like they don't give a fuck. Like that's why I don't agree with that. He don't want control. They don't like they all want control. Both parties are exactly the same. I don't agree with none of this. So a lot of people saying they agree. I don't agree with that shit. Both parties are the same. They both want control. They both want. It's just what at this point. It's just what candidate evokes your emotion enough to vote for them. That's the point we at right now in American politics. It's not about none of them are telling the truth. None of them are going to tell us the complete 100% truth. None of them are completely going to have the people's back. It's just what a candidate makes it looks good enough to evoke your emotions and make you vote for them. That's all it is at this point.
Hey man, Anton Daniels didn't want no smoke with Cory Holcomb. And let me say this, whether it's your wife or whether it's a woman that you brought along with you to an interview or wherever y'all going, right? If you let a man call that woman a bitch, you're soft. All that, you supposed to keep composure and all that. Bro, if you don't go hard for your women, whether it's your wife, your girlfriend at the time, your goddamn cousin that you just happen to bring along with you, you let a man call her the bitch and you don't do nothing? Yeah, you soft. Point blank period. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it.
I think Anton Daniels is so, but I don't think it has to do with if you let a man do. I don't think it has to do with because he could really does not care about the girl. It could just be some girl he fucking. It could just be some, or like how Cory said, he paid for the pussy. If it's a girl he just paid for the pussy, why he give a fuck about Cory calling her bitch? Like, be honest, there's some girls where you really care about. Like, if Anton really cared about it, that was his wifey or his family member and shit like that. Yeah, I get it. He is soft for letting that, just taking that on the hop. You saw. But if Anton Daniels was just with this shorty and she's just some shorty, I don't agree with that. She just some shorty that he don't care about. If he really truly don't care about her, he just then I don't agree with this take. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. It's situational.
You don't let no man call the woman that you're supposed to be responsible for, or the women you're supposed to be responsible for, a bitch. So all you do.
And then like that's like all right, like there's some girl, right? I was messing with. I know she a thought. I know she a thought. So say now if we in public, I see her give a dude a response. What I'm supposed to crash out on this shorty? I'm supposed to get mad, waste my energy, like, oh, why you talking to that nigga? Da da da. Why did like, bitch? I don't give a fuck. I know this bitch is a hoe. I just don't give a fuck. If I know a bitch is a hoe, like I really know she a hoe, like I don't give a fuck, bro. And then say if it's like, if anything, I'm gonna do the same thing to his shorty. I'm gonna talk to her, his shorty now. I'll do that, do some shit like that. That's the type of nigga I am. I'll talk to his shorty too. Like, you feel me? Like, now, oh, why you trying to? And his short, and if we in it, depends on the setting we in and shit. Like, if we in a setting, we both got our shorty, then he being too flirtatious with my shorty, I'm be flirtatious with his shorty. Feel me? That's what I'm gonna do. But especially if I don't care about this girl. If it really depends. Like, it depends on that situation. 'Cause some women is really not worth fighting over, worth putting too much energy into what they do because you already know what they are. You feel me? If you already know she's a bop, why you gonna get mad over a bop? Like, for example, all right, I mean, I'm not trying to go too crazy, but like that he can't like you woman like he can't, right? If I'm out with he Kane, chilling with a girl like he Kane and shit like that, and I see her giving attention to other dudes, you think I'm gonna care? Like, why would I care? Like, why am I about to stress myself out over that? I know how, like, Kane is a bop, my nigga. Like, you know she's a bop. Like, I just use her because she's known enough. You feel me? Like, if I'm out with a woman like Kane, and I see certain dudes talking to her, or like I see her give her attention to other dudes, I'm just not gonna give a fuck because I know she's a bop. Like, I literally just know I know she's a bop. Like, what am I about to get myself in a situation over a bop? You feel me? Like, even if a man disrespects a girl like he can, I'm gonna step and be like, yo, chill, you wildin', dog. That's the most I'm gonna do. That's it. After that, I'm not about to, cause she's a bop, bro. Like, it's like she's clearly a bop. Like,
Who's trying to defend them? You soft too, because what that tells me is that you'll let a man call your daughter a bitch. You'll let a man call your mama a bitch. Your auntie. You'll let a man call any woman that you're supposed to be responsible for a bitch, and you just gonna sit there and tuck your tail and walk off and not do nothing. Yeah, you are weak. Protectors my ass, boy. Hey man, Anton Daniels didn't want no.
I feel like I shitted on you. To your
be careful.
face. To
Be
your
careful.
face.
Be careful shitting on me, because I feel like
And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Cory Holcomb and Anton Daniels going to the back. In my hood, that's what we call a good 30. Huh? And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Cory Holcomb and Anton Daniels going to the back. In my neighborhood, that's what we
Talk about nothing.
well, I tell you
Right
what,
now.
watch that fucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
That Anton Daniels situation got me looking at people crazy. Cause like, I mean, my man called you what he told you whatever he told you. You caught that attitude. You want to sit next to him. You're like, okay, come sit next to me. Ain't gonna change nothing. You sit next to my man. You say this again. He already said it one time. He don't need to say it again. You said, say something. And then you was like, he said, man, you doing this for the cameras. I don't.
Anton Daniels and
all right, we're gonna end it here because this video is very long. This is one of my longest videos I think I've done because I see it got people in the uproar. I just wanted to give a full See my underarm sweaty. I don't give a fuck. But I just wanted to give a but it's not even. I got deodorant on and shit. It's just that's how it be sometimes. I just wanted to give a full explanation on the situation. Really talk my talk about the situation, so people have a full grasp by the way I feel. So that's why I dragged this out so long. Remember to just like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what y'all think about the situation. How y'all feel uh about the Anton and Cory situation. Who was wrong? Who was in the right? If I think both were wrong. If I think both was right in some situation, in some points, and or not. And that's really it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Niche Reacts. Remember to follow the social media at the top of the page. Peace.